guys, welcome to Hot Topics Thursday, and we have an audience this time. Yay! Somebody's looking for little fishies.
You gotta bring some fish for them next time.
I love living in Florida because you just never know what you're gonna see.
You have all kinds of fish.
We're sitting here minding our business, and somebody got curious about us. Hey everybody!
Hi guys!
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
L Cost Beauty Channel. Yes, it's L Cost Beauty Channel.
Yeah, it is.
I mean it. L Cost Beauty Channel. It's L Cost Beauty Channel all the time. Go click on it.
Coming to you live from beautiful sunny Palma Sola Bay.
Ooh, it's beautiful out here. It's not a cloud in the sky, and it's a little windy.
Yeah, it's a little windy, but it's a beautiful sunny Florida day, and we're thankful to be here.
It's about 80 degrees out here. It's lovely.
Anyway, guys, coming to you with another Tip Tuesday, and we have been getting this request for some time, and we just been delaying doing it. We just never got around to doing it.
Yes.
So what we want to talk to you today about is what to expect in terms of shopping, and some shopping ideas, and how we shop and things like that when you're out on a cruise or in these Caribbean islands.
I can't tell you how many people asked us to give them advice on shopping at the ports. So that's what we're going to do today.
That's right. So Mrs. Traveler is really the shopping expert.
I'm a collector. I'm going to stick to it. I am a collector.
So anyway, we're going to have Miss Traveler talk a little bit about the stuff on the island, but I want to start off by talking about when you actually get on the ship. The ship has a lot of stores on there as well, but probably your best friend on any of the ships is going to be the shopping manager, shopping director. They're called different things on different ships.
The shopping executive.
Yeah, and make sure you look at your itineraries that they're going to put in your stateroom. They'll typically have a port shopping seminar in the big theater, and they usually have it on the first or second day. They have it right at the beginning of the cruise.
Yes, and what you want to make sure that you wait for the last day, because that's when the sales really go down. But if you're in a rush and you have to get something that you see, you just could not help yourself, you want to make sure you wait to go to that first shopping day so you can listen to what's on sale and what's the deals of the ship.
Right. So what they're going to talk to you about, they're not going to talk to you about the stuff on the ship. They're going to talk to you about things that are out on the port.
Right.
So they're going to discuss to you their recommended shopping partners that partner with the cruise lines. Mm-hmm. Okay. At these shows, they'll give you all the information about the ports you're going to and the shops you can expect to see there.
Right.
They have free giveaways all the time at these shows.
They throw T-shirts. They throw jewelries. They throw watches out there. You want to make sure you get to one of these shows.
Yeah. So it's worth it just to have a chance to maybe be able to grab a freebie or something.
Yeah.
They'll give you coupons to go to the shops and the ports where you can get free little trinkets and stuff like that. We usually get them up and give them away to our niece or something. They give you like little bracelets and things like that.
They'll even give you coupons for food.
Yep. So a lot of good, valuable information there that you want to know.
Yeah.
And so obviously they do have jewelry and watches and perfumes and things like that on the ship. Mm-hmm. And what you need to know is that a lot of times the ship will guarantee that their price will beat the ones on the port. So let's say something that's common, maybe a Citizen's watch. Like I have a Citizen's watch. Mm-hmm. That Citizen's watch, if you see it out on the port for a cheaper price than what's on the ship, you get a receipt, telling them what price you can get it for. You bring it onto the ship, and they'll give you the difference in the price. They'll give you that off on the if you buy the watch on the ship. Yeah. They'll meet the price and beat it.
That's called a price beat. You're gonna take the receipt back to the ship with what you bought, and they'll meet it if they have the same item on the ship.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna take your receipt back and double check it so they can prove it.
So it's a price guarantee. Now, if you buy the item and come back and say, "Hey, I got this for cheaper," then they're not gonna do anything.
You have to prove it.
So a lot of times what you do is just get a business card or something and say, "Hey, I'm interested in the Citizen's watch brand ABC."
Yep.
They'll write it down and put a price on there, and you take it to the ship and say, "I could have got it for this," and
they'll give you the difference.
Yeah. So
they give you the difference?
Well, they'll give you the watch, and they'll match the price that they offered you at the port, plus take like another 10% off.
Yeah, they give you extra discount.
Right.
We have done that before.
Right. You know, so, but here's the thing. The variety on the ship is limited. They have a lot of nice things.
But they only can store so much on the ship.
Right. So you're going to get, you know, you may not be able to get a diamond-studded Rolex on the ship if that's what you're so inclined to buy.
Right.
They have unique items out on the
Or
ports.
a Chapard. And boy, do I want one of those so bad.
You know, and we'll show you this later on in the video, but for instance, our rings.
Yep.
We've been looking for blue diamond rings for some years now.
Yes.
And none of the ships ever have them. They might have a blue diamond here or there, but we finally found the ones that we wanted in Cozumel.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And then we went there and we did our research, and then we talked to the owner, we talked to the manager, we also talked with the shopping expert that helped us make the decision on our rings because we have to wear these for life.
We met the shopping manager. Now the shopping manager goes out on the ports and will go to the different shops that they have recommended. And so we met her there and said, hey, this is what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she was kind of like the middleman between there, and they went back and forth.
Yes.
And actually, we didn't find Mrs. Traveler ring. We found mine.
We found his ring first.
But we were talking to the guy, kind of describing what we were looking for. We went to lunch while he sized my ring, and we came back and he said, I have something to show you. Mm-hmm. And he pulled out exactly what we were looking for.
Right.
And
my ring is so unusual, the way that it's made. I knew that nobody would probably have it, but a jeweler had to design my ring because I wanted it a certain way.
So it was a big purchase, but it's a lifelong purchase, and I put it on my credit card and I just pay it every month, and it's worth the investment.
Yes, I break his pockets, everybody. But take for instance something that's a little bit more economical is this tortoise that I have, this turtle that I'm wearing.
It's got a whole bunch of different ones.
It has a lot of stones in it, and this is a very unique piece. I wanted a turtle or a tortoise because I love islands and I love the beach. So I went looking for it, and it took me a couple years to find this guy. And once I found it, I wanted the best deal that I could. So I shopped around, I looked around, and finally I found it. And I even bargained with them to come down lower on the price. I can't remember how much you paid for it.
I don't recall either.
Mr. Traveler buys all my jewelry.
Yep.
But he knows I'm not cheap, and I'm gonna get the best deal. But I have that champagne taste, and I want that beer budget.
Well, that's okay because I'm not cheap either.
No, I want the best for less.
I get her back every now and then.
He do. He's very hard to shop for.
So anyway, the recommended shops that they're going to tell you, this is what you have to be careful for, especially when you go to ports. I'm going to use Cozumel for an example. They're going to give you a list of jewelers like Diamonds International, like Milan, like Effie. And there'll be some other ones in there. Then they have other stores that aren't necessarily jewelry stores like Del Sol. What's the sheets we get? Caraloha. Yeah. So they've got all these stores they recommend. Why do they recommend them? Because they're going to guarantee that what you're buying is authentic. Okay. So Cozumel, Mexico is known for silver, having silver.
Yes.
But you go to some of those shops that aren't on that sheet, and you run the risk of getting something that may not be real.
Even fake diamonds, they even sell those. They had one of the persons that when we went to get our rings, he told us a story. He was one of the managers there. He said that someone bought wedding rings in Mexico and they weren't real. They came back and tried to get a refund and they couldn't. And come to find out their stones was fake.
In the Italiano, they got a Fugazi.
The Fugazi.
So yeah, but so we went to one of the silver stores we've been to Cozumel a number of times. So we started off by getting a couple of pieces, some inexpensive pieces at this one jewelry store that we go to, just as silver. And we brought it back and made sure that it was real. So now every time we go back to Cozumel, we still go to that store, even though
same store.
It's not one of the recommended stores.
Yeah, it's off the map.
We get a really good deal there. And that's the thing, you can bargain with these people. I'll let you talk about that a little bit.
No, I never pay full price for almost anything. It has to be something that's worth it in order for me to pay full price, because I know the islanders are waiting on us to get there. So when we get there, they should be able to give you a deal because they have such a high volume of customers that come in when the ships come in. you have to think about it. 5,000 people are crowding that particular island that day, and they get about 3 or 4 ships a day. So you can get a deal if you talk them down.
Yeah.
But you can't go in there, okay, I'll take that. Okay, ring it up. No. You have to be, what's the best deal you can give me? Show me about 3 of those and show me the best deal that I can get. And then I'll make my mind up and I'll come back. You can't be all in on your purchase. You have to stand back. It's like playing poker.
But
you have to have a poker face.
But I tell you, like, she bargained for this ring, like, and she scared me because I thought we really were gonna walk out the door.
Nope.
She
I
gets
knew
me
in
every.
the back of my head that
she
I
gets
wanted
me
it,
every time.
But I was like, no, I don't want to take
but
it.
Listen,
what's the best deal you can do?
She bargained with this ring so good, but by the time we came back and he showed us this ring, he didn't even want to play around with her. He came with a really good price, and we were like, okay, and we took the price because we knew that the price he offered was fair.
Yeah.
For the other ring, but we got a really good deal on both of them, all things considered. But yeah, and another good thing, at least that we've noticed, is if you kind of go towards the end of the day, you might have 4 or 5 ships in port. Maybe a couple of them already left, and yours is like the last ship in port.
Yes.
Go to that jewelry store and talk to them then, because they would
definitely come down on the
They
price.
want to make some money, because some of the stores may not have made as much money, and they're like, okay, we'll give you a good deal.
So that's a tip that we have for you guys. I hope you take it and enjoy it. And let us know. Send us pictures if you buy jewelry and we helped you with your tips. Make sure you comment below or send us a picture. We'll put it up on our page. We'll share with everybody.
And we're going to take you from here back to the house to show you some of the jewelry and other things that we bought. I wanted to talk to you about some collectibles too. Mm-hmm. We don't always buy jewelry. We buy things. Yeah. We buy souvenirs, and not a little trinket or anything. We buy really nice items that we will remember our trip by. We'll be going by, and there'll be something that'll catch our eye that says, "This piece defines this trip,"
and it represents their culture.
Yep. And we try to buy from a local artist or a local supplier, and just to help the economy out and help them out too. I don't want to just go to a gift store and just buy a everyday item. Every time we've had a subscriber contest recently, everything that we've sent you guys has all been local handmade things from artists. Yeah. Definitely
made with their hands by that particular artist.
So you have a one-of-a-kind item.
Yeah. You will never see it again.
Right.
Those are the kind of things I like to collect.
Right. So let's head on back to the house.
Okay.
And we'll show them some of the jewelry, and we'll show them some of the collectibles.
Yep, we can do that right now. Let's go.
All right, come on, guys. All right, everybody. So we made it back inside now, and we just want to give you.
Hi, guys.
Just want to give you some examples of some of the things that we're talking about. So I think I'll let Miss Traveler start with. We'll start with the jewelry. Some of the jewelry that we purchased over our time going through the islands.
This was not easy because it's hard for me to pick my favorite jewelry because I am a collector. That's what we call when people shop a lot, collectors. And I've picked out a few pieces that I have from the islands. And the first thing I want to show is my chocolate pearls. These right here. I wear those on special occasions because those are very special to me. And every time I pick something up from the islands, it means something to me. So those are my chocolate pearl earrings and my necklace. The next thing I want to talk about is our rings. Here's my ring. Here's Mr. Traveler and I rings. We picked these up in Mexico. And we got a really good deal on the set.
So, as we were discussing on the video earlier, even though the ships do have the guarantees, they may not have what you're looking for as far as a design. So, we've been on a lot of ships, and what we've been looking for, the blue diamond design, something that we really wanted to, because it looks like the ocean, and that's why we got them. And so, for us, that price guarantee just didn't matter because we're looking for a unique item.
Right. So we fell in love with these and we got them. The next thing is my 5-carat diamond bracelet. These are very unique diamonds to find. They are, if anybody who's a diamond collector, the ABC family, the clarity is incredible on my bracelet here. It has a lock for protection, for safety. I don't wear it often because I don't wear my jewelry on the islands. I like to buy it and bring it back.
And we got this piece in St. Thomas, and St. Thomas is one of your best ports for jewelry shopping.
Yes. The next two things I want to show are these two, this one and this one. These are my anklets that I have, and this one has all the birthday stones in them. I really fell in love with it. My birthday stone is diamonds, but this
Lucky me.
this one has every stone in it. I hope that you can see that.
Mm-hmm. Hold still.
We'll get a close-up shot on them later, but I really fell in love with the colors, and it's very comfortable to wear on an ankle, especially when you're on islands. The next one is this really delicate, pretty bracelet that I have. I don't like gawky jewelry, but this one I picked up and the deal was so incredible I had to get it. Mr. Traveler paid for it. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was really, really a bargain. And it has these delicate little charms on it, and I thought it was real dainty and pretty. I'm very conservative and sophisticated, especially when I shop. So these are charms that I have. I have animal charms. I have monkeys. I have more charms than this, but I just wanted to show one of them that I have. I have a heart with diamonds. I don't buy the fake stuff. This is actually real. Mr. Traveler bought this for me, and I think we got this on our first trip.
Don't recall.
The first or second one, he bought me this heart with the diamonds in it. I thought it was very pretty. Like I said, I don't wear it all the time, and you see why. And I have a pretty beautiful anchor here, and I also have a beach flip-flop. And these are sapphires in there with some yellow diamonds and some emeralds as well. It's just real tiny, but it's incredibly beautiful up close. And I'll try to get a picture of this up close later for you. The next thing I want to show is the most recent thing that I've received on my travels. This is a Pandora bracelet. I have another one, but I want to start a fresh one. For every time that we go on a cruise, I want to grab a charm. Well, the charm that I have on here is a palm tree. It has diamonds in it as well. And I hope you can see that. The charm has stones all the way around the top, and then it also has stones in the palm tree. You know, I live close to the islands and I love the water, so that's what that looks like. And then the Pandora has it has the Pandora on both sides. There you go. And also my earrings, and I have to take them off to show you. So
yeah, you might recognize those from our vlog.
These are the ones that I picked up on the ship that we just got off, which was the Epic, the Norwegian Epic. I'm trying to come back so you can see it.
You had those for half off?
These are 14 karat gold. They were half off. They were normally, how much?
We got them for $300. $342 or something.
Okay, these are diamonds all the way around the hoop. They were normally $6 something, and we got them for $3 something. And these are 14 karat gold. And
as we were discussing before, we always get something, one memorable commemorative thing to take back with us. And they're not cheap, but they're not expensive either, but we want something that's going to last. And so I put some of the examples on here. We've got some from every single one of them, but it would fill like this whole table up.
Yeah, so we just picked our favorites.
So we just grabbed some. So this actually wasn't from the island. This was actually when the day we moved down here to Florida. We got this at
Z Gallery.
And so we got this just to kind of commemorate our moving down here.
It's a pretty fish with long fins. I'm not sure what type of fish it is though.
We got this little guy on the last cruise on the Epic. We got this in Tortola.
Yes, this is solid wood. It's heavy and it's handmade.
Yeah, it feels
and
like
I love that.
Feels like a mahogany.
It's
type
very
of wood.
smooth. It's beautiful.
Really nice.
I like the marbling of the colors.
Everybody gets different things to remember their trip, but these are some things that we get to fill up, like our little, like we have curio cabinets or.
And we advise if you go out to the islands, make sure you pick up something every time you go.
Yep. So we get stuff to decorate our home. We got this in St. Croix, this little guy.
Yes.
And we got this from a local artist, so we're supporting the local economy and somebody who actually lived there.
Right.
Not just a tourist trap.
Yes.
And that's what we try to do too. A lot of these things that we get and a lot of the subscriber contest stuff that we send out, the paintings and stuff, is all stuff that's done by local artists from the islands because we like to support their community, you know, help them live a little better. Yep. This is one of my favorites right here.
This one of my favorites too. We have a shark too, and I can't find it.
Yeah, this is from Alaska, and it was really our favorite cruise. I mean, we're hot weather people, but Alaska was so beautiful, and this just reminded us of the blue water there, the whales that we saw, and it was really beautiful.
It's very heavy.
Every time I look at this, I think about our Alaska trip. It just brings it flooding back.
Beautiful. It's one of my favorites.
We got this guy right here in Jamaica, man.
Yeah.
Colorful bird. It just kind of reminds me of the Jamaican colors, the red and yellow. That's why I picked him up. It just reminds me of Jamaica now.
And his face looks like a real parrot too.
Yep.
He's beautiful. This is the back.
Yep. Got this guy. Our first trip to the Bahamas. I love boats and sailing and being on the ocean and everything. So I always wanted a little wooden ship. So that was my first time getting one.
Yep.
We got this, so our first time down to Key West.
Yes.
Again, supported by a local artist.
That came from Robbie's, right off Island Murata, between Island Murata and the Keys.
Yep. This is all shells.
Handmade. All handmade.
Everything is shells on here with the exception of the strings here. This is all shell.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's very
beautiful.
delicate.
Yes. Have to be careful with it. And the last one, we got this when we went to Roatan.
Yep.
And I just thought it was so beautiful the way they integrated all the wood, different types of wood, the different color of woods. Just a beautiful piece. And it looks really great in there.
And I dated the top of it
2014.
right there, so I don't know what date that we bought that. It says mahogany and Roatan, and it has marbling of the different woods. It's beautiful.
Yep. So these are things, and when we were in Michigan, we had a big glass cabinet that we had all this stuff displayed in, and we had a lot more stuff than this too, that we still do. So when we get us another house here soon, we will be able to fill our shelves and walls again.
These are considered metal art. These are watercolors, and this is copper, and it was not cheap. It was very expensive. And these are pop-out arts. So we bought the whole collection in Mexico, and the artists actually carve out the metal, paint it with watercolors, and pop the art out.
Yep. So we bought these in Cozumel, and it's hard to tell right now. You might be able to see on this one right here, but I actually customized it a little bit, and I put some changing lights behind them, a little Miami flare at night when we have them lit up. They're just kind of cool.
And the artist's name is Andres Martin del Campo. That's the artist that made this collection. He only do one each, so you won't be able to get another one, but he has a whole collection that he do, but he only does it unique for that one painting. That's why it's very expensive.
All right, guys, so that's it. We just wanted to give you a little, brief explanation of like how the shopping goes on the ports and the different things that you can get and what you can expect on the ports.
Yes, and thank all the ladies and gentlemen for asking us where we get our things from. If you see us with things in the video that you want to know where we got it from, we will be more than happy to share with you. So thank you for watching our vlogs, and thank you for noticing our shopping. Yep.
So, and you know what I'd also like to say for the guys in there, if you do go to St. Thomas is a wonderful place to pick up a timepiece. They have all kind of watches. I mean, you can get a nice watch for a couple $100, all the way up through $80,000-$90,000 watches. They let me try on before. I was like, whoa.
I think Mr. Traveler should show you some of his timepieces, but comment below if you want to see him.
Yeah,
he has some timepieces.
I need a few more, but anyway, guys, this is what we do. And this is years and years and years of stuff. I mean, some trips are thinner in the pockets than others. We budget accordingly. If we know we're going to St. Thomas and we know that there's something that we want, we budget. We set the money aside for it. I know if I want a nice watch, I set $300 or $500 off to the side.
Or I take a turn and he'll take a turn.
Yeah. So sometimes she'll get a big ticket item, now I get one. And we don't always do it, and sometimes the pockets aren't as healthy as they are at other times, and we just get a small knick-knack.
Right.
But, jewelry aside, these items here are the ones that are really priceless to me because, these are, probably between $20 to $60 is the most expensive thing here.
But what they mean to us is priceless because they mean something. Every time we pick up something, it was a time stamp in our life. So when we look back at it, we're like, oh wow, we was in Alaska. We saw the dolphins, and that's why we bought the glass dolphins. Yeah. So
and when I look at them, 20, 26, 27 cruises, whatever it is now. When I look back at these, I can remember the exact trip, what I was doing. I can remember that St. Croix one like it's yesterday. As soon as I look at that thing, I remember talking to the lady in the park and talking about living on St. Croix and what a great day it was.
Memories are always attached to a specific time and place in your life, and that's what these little knickknacks means to us.
Absolutely. So thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you for watching.
Life's short.
Have fun.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.